Hey, it's Dustin with Parts Doctor. Is your GE dishwasher struggling to start, or maybe the door won't stay closed? What if I told you it could be as simple as replacing your door latch? In this video, I'm going to show you how to test and replace this. It's super simple. I'll show you step by step, so let's jump right in. The door latch on this GE dishwasher has two important jobs. It keeps the door closed and signals to the dishwasher that it's safe to run a cycle. If the latch breaks or wears out, the door may not stay shut, the dishwasher might not start or finish a cycle, and you could even notice leaks if the door cannot seal properly. If the latch does hold the door closed, but the dishwasher still doesn't recognize that it's shut, we'll show you a simple way to test the latch to see if it's faulty. If you need to purchase a replacement door latch for your GE dishwasher, you can check out our website, partsdoctor.com. We offer fast shipping and only sell manufacturer-approved genuine replacement parts for all major appliance brands. Tools needed for this replacement: Phillips head screwdriver and a multimeter if you'd like to test your latch. This video features replacing and testing electrical components, so please disconnect your appliance from its power source before beginning. Depending how your dishwasher is installed, you may be able to slide the appliance out far enough to access the door latch on the top of the unit. Check the cabinet under your sink or remove the kick plate under the dishwasher to see how it's connected to power and water. If it connects with a long hose to the water line under the sink and a plug-in cord like ours, you can give the cord some slack and slide the dishwasher a few inches out. If yours is hardwired to power, has a short braided water hose, or hard pipe to a water line, you'll need to disconnect them. For more full removal steps and tips, see our detailed dishwasher removal video. Remove the Phillips head screws in the toe kick plate at the bottom of the dishwasher. Set the toe kick plate aside. Open the dishwasher's door and locate the two Phillips screws that are holding the appliance to either the counter or the cabinets. If the dishwasher is attached to the countertop, remove the two screws from the top of the dishwasher holding the mounting bracket to the underside of the countertop. If the dishwasher is side-mounted, look for the two fastener covers on the sides of the dishwasher. Remove the covers and the two screws holding the appliance to the cabinet. If you have enough slack in the water line and drain hose, push the slack through the cabinet to allow the dishwasher to pull out far enough to access the door latch. Carefully pull on the door of the dishwasher until you can access the frame of the tub and pull the appliance from the frame. Pull out the dishwasher until you can see the entire door latch. Please do not use the dishwasher door handle to pull out the appliance. The door latch is held in by two Phillips screws from inside the tub of the dishwasher. Please be sure to use a properly sized Phillips screwdriver, as ours were difficult to loosen, and using the wrong size screwdriver can strip the screws. If you need replacement screws, we'll put a link in the description below. Once the two screws are out, the door latch can be removed from the top of the dishwasher. To remove the electrical connector, release the small tab and pull the plug from the door latch. We've taken the cover off this door latch to give you a better idea of how it works. If you turn the door latch over, you can see the plastic guide with an actuator that slides back when the tab on the door latch strike is in the closed position. If this actuator is damaged or broken, the door latch should be replaced. Here you can see the spring that provides tension to hold the arms of the latch around the door strike. If the arms or springs are damaged, your latch may not hold the door closed and the latch should be replaced. We have taken the cover off this door latch to give you a better idea of how it works. At the rear of the latch housing, you can see a small circuit board assembly that has a switch that closes the circuit to notify the dishwasher that the door is fully closed. The internal latch components are not sold separately, so if any of these components fail, the entire door latch will need to be replaced. To test the door latch, hold the fully assembled latch at an angle and use the tab on the door latch strike to push the actuator back and slide the door latch over the door latch strike on the dishwasher's door. You should see both of the locking arms on the door latch around the latch strike. There are a couple things to know before testing this switch. This switch is built into a small circuit board. We'll be testing the connections between the two outside contact pads. According to the dishwasher's tech sheet, when the switch is pressed and the circuit is closed, it should have a reading of 2,200 ohms. You will need to perform an ohms test on this part and not a continuity test. Beeping continuity tests are only usually accurate on circuits under 50 ohms, so you cannot perform a continuity test on this part. Once the door latch is properly seated on the latch strike, use your multimeter to test the latch using the ohm setting. If your multimeter is not auto-ranging, set it to the ohm setting that is just above the expected reading. The tech sheet for this dishwasher states that the ohms reading should be 2,200 ohms. Since the latch is on the strike, the actuator should be triggering the switch and closing the circuit and giving an ohms reading. If your reading is far off from the 2,200 ohms reading, you will probably need to replace the door latch. If you do not get a reading, be sure that the actuator is being depressed by the door strike. If you're having trouble testing the door latch on the door strike, you can use a small flathead screwdriver to release the 5 clips on the door latch cover and test the board separately. Pull the small board out and use a multimeter on the ohm setting and place a probe tip on each of the 2 outside contact pads. You should have an open circuit reading until you activate the switch on the board. With the switch activated, the 2 outside contact pads should read 2,200 ohms. This can be tricky to do, so you may need someone to activate the switch while you hold the probe tips on the contact pads. If you do not get a reading or your reading isn't near 2,200 ohms, your door latch is probably bad and should be replaced. If you need a replacement door latch, avoid cheap, low-quality aftermarket parts. For parts that perform better and last longer, choose OEM genuine parts like the ones we sell at PartsDoctor.com. We'll include a link in the description below. Be sure to search with the full model number from the tag on your appliance to find the exact replacement. To install the new door latch, connect the wiring connector into the rear of the door latch. Be sure the clip locks over the top of the connection. With the mounting holes facing down, slide the arms of the latch into the opening on the front of the dishwasher. From inside the dishwasher's tub, insert and tighten both of the Phillips screws. Be sure that they are snug, but do not over-tighten as you can damage the new door latch. Test the new door latch by closing the dishwasher's door. Be sure the door strike latches in and that the door is held securely. Open the dishwasher's door and slide the dishwasher back into place while feeding the drain, water, and power connections back through under the sink. Align and tighten the 2 mounting bracket screws back into the underside of the cabinet or through the side of the dishwasher. Reinstall the kick plate and reconnect the appliance's power. Your dishwasher is now ready to use. Alright, that'll do it for today's video. As always, I'm Dustin the Parts Doctor. Until next time, thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.